The police officer involved with Sonya Massey's death has revealed the reason why he did what he did, and it's exactly what I thought it was from the very beginning. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the police officer involved with Sonya Massey's death, Sean Grayson, revealing the reason why he did what he did when he took her life out there in Springfield, Illinois, inside of her own kitchen. Now, I was watching some YouTubers talk about this right when it happened, and I normally don't watch YouTubers, but I wanted to see what guys were talking about. And there was quite a bit of discussion about the pot of water. Did she throw it? Did she not throw it? Was it dangerous? All this, that, and the third. And I thought that was really kind of unimportant. The pot of water wasn't even the thing. The issue was, how did this situation escalate so quickly from them just talking, having a conversation, maybe even laughing and joking, to she's on the floor deceased? How did it go from 0 to 100 so quickly? And what I identified in the original videos was when she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." That was not discussed too much at all in anybody's video, but I noticed it because that was the moment where things just turned. And I'm like, why would that happen? That's not a threat. But apparently to the officer, Sean Grayson, this was a threat. And that's the reason why things escalated. Now, there's a lot of things that happened before that. Grayson's record, just a lot going on. And before we get into anything, let's check out a couple of new clips about this whole situation. And of course, I will link to everything in the description. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
She gets upset, then she thinks everybody's after her, like paranoid schizophrenic.
Tonight, Sonya Massey's mother heard on newly released 911 calls warning her daughter was having a mental breakdown.
And please don't send no combative policemen that are prejudiced, please.
Okay. Look at this. And this right here is very key because the mom is warning the cops, hey, she's paranoid schizophrenic. She has a mental issue. Don't send combative cops or prejudice because, and you know what? I think this directly relates to what happened because the guy had a bunch of issues. Let's talk about Sean Grayson briefly. This guy, you have not one, not two, not three, but 6 different police departments he was a part of in 4 years. And he was in the military. He got discharged for some kind of serious offense that has not been disclosed after about a year and a half. So you had problems in the military. You're having problems in the department. You got all kind of things going on, and you had 2 DUIs. This guy clearly was combative due to his prior track record, and prejudice, I don't know. I think he just did not have a lot of cultural understanding, which is a bad combination. Let's keep on going.
Okay, well, that would be none of them, man. They just do their job, okay?
I'm scared of the police. Please,
okay. There's nothing to be fearful of, man.
The sheriff's office confirms that call came in one day before then Deputy Sean Grayson shot and killed Massey in her Springfield, Illinois home.
I killed you in that. You better I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face.
So look, let's talk about what happened right here. Okay, let's talk about this. Now, just a little bit of context behind the "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." Now, she was sitting down on the couch talking to the cop, and the cop who's talking to her talks to the other cop who is close to the kitchen. Hey, there's a pot of water in there. Go ahead and turn it off. That was kind of what he was saying. But rather than the cop doing it, Sonya Massey gets up. Now, let's pause here. If you think the pot of water is a threat in some kind of way, why would you have her go over there and in any kind of way interact with it? Whether it's turning it off, picking it up. You tell her, hey, Miss Massey, sit on down. I got you. I'll turn it off for you just to make sure we don't have any kind of issues. I got your back. Reassure her and also keep her away from the threat. That's, to me, that's like logic, common sense. But they don't do that. So she goes to the pot of water, turn it off, and it looks like she was going to pour it out in the sink, which is normal. Now, the one cop who was closer to where the pot was backs up. Now, when he backs up, she's like, hey, where you going? He was like, hey, wait for your pot of hot boiling water. She says, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Now, a lot of y'all don't know what she's saying. You could take it one of three ways. The first way is a threat, and this little petite 5'2", 5'3" woman is going to launch a pot of water from 15 feet away and hit you right in the face and burn your skin off, and you're going to die right there on the scene. You're going to be like Joker and Batman in the vat of whatever. You're going to be like that, right? Half of your face burnt off like Two-Face. Or how about this? When she says that, she's just babbling, because the reason why you're in her house is because you think she has a mental health break. The mom called the police and told them one day before she's a paranoid schizophrenic. She told them don't send anybody that's aggressive, combative, and prejudiced, because they already know how she is. Or here's a last one, which is, what probably happened. When you say that, you just want to denounce whatever's being said. You don't want to receive that. You don't want to manifest that. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. It's not a threat against you. In the community, we use it all the time in the Black community. I've never in my life heard that term be used as a threat. Let's continue.
It sounds like Sonya's mom was trying to warn authorities, potentially warn your agency. How does that hit you now, knowing what happened?
Well, I haven't heard the tape. I'm certainly concerned. I want our deputies to have all the information they can before they arrive. And so I don't know why that wasn't transmitted.
Sangamon County Sheriff Jack Campbell releasing Grayson's personnel records showing 2 of his past employers said he needed more training. A third advised Grayson did not demonstrate good officer safety skills.
I don't think any amount of training could have really helped this guy, because he had some deeper problems. I mean, what kind of training is going to prevent you from getting 2 DUIs? You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's about training. I think it's just about him. He's not suited to be a cop.
The sheriff tonight says he put Grayson through 16 weeks of training, adding Grayson's previous employers, namely Logan County, never informed him of allegations of misconduct, including records show lying about a high-speed chase that violated department policy.
It's unfortunate. We needed the information, and it's a informal process, and it was not provided.
Logan County tonight not responding to our request for comment. Grayson's pleaded not guilty to charges related to Massey's death. His attorney declining to comment.
Now, there's more here. Let's hear from the mother, then we're going to get to another video.
Massey's family is calling on the sheriff who fired Grayson to resign. Will you resign?
I will not resign.
He should resign, because there's a lot of problems. This was preventable. And the main thing that they did wrong was hiring Sean Grayson. All right, let's get to this video right here, in which the officer says the reason why I thought I was in danger and I feared for my life is because she said, "I'll rebuke you in the name of Jesus."
Field reports just released by the county sheriff's office reveal former deputy Sean Grayson says he feared for his life in the moments before he shot and killed Sonya Massey.
Why would it hurt you? You called us.
In the new report written 3 days after the incident, Grayson claims it was this remark that frightened him.
Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Huh?
I rebuke you in the name of
You better not. I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face.
He says he interpreted this to mean she was going to kill me. I drew my weapon out and pointed it at Sonya. I gave her loud, clear verbal commands to drop the pot of boiling liquid.
So dumb, because even if you thought the pot of water was a threat, why would you tell her to go over there and interact with it? This is just not making sense. But again, when you are an incompetent cop, 2 DUIs, kicked out of the military, 6 departments in 4 years, you'll think things like this. This is why you shouldn't be on the force. And shout out to all the good officers out there that don't do things like this. And this is going to be the vast, overwhelming majority of cops that are doing right, that look out, that don't just go full Rambo mode over a pot of water. 99.9999% of you guys are fantastic, and we thank you for your service. The same as the military, it's the same way. But in this case, this guy shouldn't have been on the force at all, period.
Drop the pot! Drop the pot!
He says as he approached, Sonya stood up from a crouched position, grabbing the pot, raising it above her head, and throwing the boiling substance at me.
Now, let's pause. What happened was you pulled a gun on her, and she just ducked down to get small, and she was holding the pot in her hand, so she's trying to shield herself from getting shot, but obviously it wasn't effective. So maybe she threw the water at the last minute when she's getting shot or the gun's on her. If you guys don't draw the weapon, then she don't throw the water. and the water didn't go anywhere near you guys. Like I said from the beginning, they were at least 8 feet away. They were beyond the counter sink area. They were out of the kitchen into the living area. If they thought it was a threat, all they got to do is just stay 10 to 15 foot away. What do? They draw their guns and close the distance. Make that make sense. So you're heightening the situation, you're creating a threat, and you putting yourself in danger of potentially being harmed by the boiling water. And still, the water didn't get anywhere near them. It just wound up being right next to her in the kitchen, which is where it was always going to be because they were too far away for the water to be effective, even if she was able to throw it successfully.
I was in imminent fear.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Soon after, Grayson shot Massey in the face, killing the 36-year-old.
I'm not taking hot boiling water to the face.
According to the department, he did not activate his body camera until after shooting her, making it more challenging to verify what happened.
Grayson, who has been fired, has pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder and misconduct charges.
So that's pretty much that. Again, I called it from the jump. And a lot of guys on YouTube were not talking about I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. That's a very important point because that's when everything fell apart. It was a misinterpretation. It was an overreaction, a lack of cultural awareness, a lack of situational awareness, an incompetent cop, hothead cop, DUIs, kicked out of the military, fired from different agencies. They say he needs more training. This guy just shouldn't have been there at all. But as I close, I want to say this. I support the police 100% still, because what happens, people take cases like this and use it as a reason to not support the police. But when you do that, you don't understand what you're doing. What you're going to end up having are fewer good cops that want to join the force, fewer cops that are going to go above and beyond and do the right thing and be the pillar of the community. What you're going to have is guys that shouldn't be there, and you're going to get lower quality people, more incidents like this. It's going to get worse, not better. You still need police. You still need public safety, but you got to have good guys in there rather than bad guys, and discouraging police from being able to do their jobs normally is just going to encourage more bad guys to join. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your take on the reason why Sean Grayson took Sonya Massey's life? Did you call it from the beginning as well like I did? Was there something else going on? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. This guy shouldn't have been on the force. I can't say it enough. He shouldn't have been there. As a cultural misunderstanding. And even if you don't know what that means, I don't think her behavior up until that point said, I'm a threat. And she has water. All you got to do if you're feeling threatened by the water is just back up or stay where you are. She's not going to be able to actually get you. Now, if she's charging at you with a knife or a gun or the water, that's different. But she was just in the kitchen pouring it out because you told her to turn the water off. She's following your commands, and she got taken away from this earth because of what you said and how you overreacted. It's crazy. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.